Good evening, namaskar, sat sri akal, adab. I'm Sana, your host for this wonderful gathering. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Asia Today, I have the pride and pleasure of welcoming you to the Asia Today Research and Media 12th edition of Asia Education Summit and Awards 2022 and the Karnataka Pride Awards 2022. Let's hear it once again, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so I'm quickly going to talk about the Asia Today Research and Media. Asia Today Research and Media is a dynamic global analytical company providing ratings, research, and analysis services. We're experienced and qualified practitioners of both market and community research. Our directors have strong expertise in market research, advertising, public relations, brand management, and franchising, encompassing a true passion for business of our clients. Asia Today Research and Media comprises talented research professionals and community research specialists working together as a group. Quickly moving on, a little bit about the Asia Education Summit and Awards 2022. The Asia Today Research and Media presents the 12th edition of Asia Education Summit and Awards 2022, Asia's most authoritative conference and awards for the education sector. Asia Education Summit for Education is the premier international platform dedicated to innovation and creative action in education, where top decision makers share insights with on-the-ground practitioners and collaborate to rethink education. And yes, last but not the least, let me quickly talk about the Karnataka Pride Awards 2022. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Asia Today Research and Media has initiated a special Karnataka Pride Awards 2022 to achievers across all walks of life who have made Karnataka proud and displayed excellence to the India and world. And now, we're going to kickstart this wonderful evening by calling our panelists here. And we have a very renowned moderator in our midst, and I would love to introduce him, ladies and gentlemen. He is the human behavior and human emotions expert. So, आपके जितने behavior और emotions हैं, वो झट से पकड़ लेंगे. So, आप थोड़ा सा mellow down. And India's best life transforming celebrity coach. So, you put him in front of a child or you put him in front of a billionaire, he's going to just make his mark. And today he's here to moderate the session. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the one and only Dr. S.A. Anand.
How are you feeling today, ma'am? How are you? I don't see the energy here, and unless and until we get the energy, the summit cannot start. So first of all, I want you all to get into a very powerful state, because unless and until we are in a very good state, this will not have any meaning, any significance. Yes or no? Come on, yes or no? Yeah, this is good. Now you're getting into the state. So I want to connect with you, because this discussion is all about connecting with the people. Communication is all about connecting. So this is going to be one of the practical, one of the pragmatic approach for you people to understand that we are going to learn from each other. We'll be asking questions. It's a very short discussion because we have very less time. So I will request all the top, the renowned people who will be participating in this to come one by one. First, Dr. Mani Mekalai Mohan, please come to the stage and give a big round of applause for. Thank you so much. Please. This is not the way to, like when somebody comes to the stage, you have to give, because when you come, the same thing is going to happen to you. So give a big round of applause, please. Please, ma'am. Please be seated. Next, Mr. K. Bharat Kumar, Correspondence, Oxyalisi University School, Kallakurichi. Please give a big round of applause. Please. Mrs. Geeta Nagpal, Vice Chairman, Krupanidhi College of Pharmacy. Please come to the stage. This is not the way to appreciate people. Appreciation has to come from the heart. Education comes from the heart, not from the mind. Connect with the people, love people, engage people, and people will love you in turn. Please, ma'am. Now, next is the Professor Shruti Joshi, Director, BNCA International Cell. Big round of applause. Energy is what makes a person the best of the best. What differentiates a good from great is energy. Please be seated. Next, Dr. Sam Paul Azak, Director, Kripanidhi College of Physiotherapy. Give a big round of applause. Nice to meet you again. See, I want to, when people see this gathering, they should tell that they are world-class people. So give a big round of applause for these people. Number 6, Dr. Ritik Balaji, Director, Remo International College. Here. Give a big round of applause, please. The next, we have Dr. Bosco Professor Thai Mugambekai Polytechnic. Give a big round of applause. Now, one thing is missing from the people. I am not seeing anybody smile. See, I should be the most nervous person. I'm smiling. All should give a big round of applause again. Now, as you know that we are in the middle of something which is very horrendous, very horrible, very terrible, very miserable. I have to wear mask. I'm sorry. So, the most important thing is that we have to know that one thing which will differentiate from good to great, from the students to the billionaire, if he or she wants to come out of this fear of this horrendous thing called Corona, people will have to know how to use the first thing, the brain. How many of you believe the brain is the most important thing? Only one person? How many of you have brain? Only this much? Yeah, now I can see. So all of you have brain, and you know the most important thing, the number one thing in the world which will knock your socks off is the brain. So if you know how to utilize it, this will take you to the world-class level. And whoever you are today, tomorrow you can go to any level if you know how to utilize it. Yes or no, ma'am? Do you agree with me? So first of all, I'll request all the panelists, we have to be very precise and concise in our response because we are going to discuss, it's not public speaking. Yes or no? All of you agree? Okay, thank you so much. So my first thing is, please give introduction, one short introduction about yourself from beginning to last. Yes. I will tell you one story. I was hosting a seminar, and it was nearby a station. So people used to get very depressed when the train will come. So I used to tell people to associate pleasure with the train. So people started associating pleasure with the train. Whenever the train will say, people will say, Yahoo! So people within 5 minutes, I saw all the people who were depressed, they became happy because they associated pleasure with the train coming. So I want all of you to associate pleasure with us, okay? All of us. We are going to give you something which will again knock your socks off, okay? Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's me, Bharat Kumar from Oxalis International School. It's in Tamil Nadu. To be frank, we are from educationally backward district, I'll say, because it's more remote and more rural, actually. It's very challenging to run a school in such a place.
When I train people, most of the people are South Indian. When I train people from other country, most of the people are South Indian. 90% people are South Indian. So you should be proud, and whatever place you are, let me tell you, I'm proud that you are here and you're presenting yourself. So give a big of your best to yourself.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Go ahead.
Good evening. I'm Bhaskar, representing ACS Group of Colleges, Chennai. We have 35 colleges, including 3 medical colleges and 4 engineering colleges. But today we have come over here to receive the award for Thai Mugambekai Polytechnic College, which is the first one from which we have grown up into 35 big colleges.
Yes. And the most important thing, the story is very nice because I when he was alive, the chairman I've met, and his height, his energy, and the way he used to approach people, it was amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Manimegle Mohan, coming from Coimbatore, SSVM institutions. We have around 8 institutions, around 10,000 children are studying. And name it, the syllabus, we have all syllabuses in all our institutions. And we are an institution who have a school set up for all walks of people. So SSVM is known for its passion, and it's more of a passion-driven school. Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Good evening, friends. I'm Mrs. Geeta Nagpal, Vice Chairperson, Founder of Kripanidhi Educational Institution. We started with 27 students during 1985, but right now we have 7,000 students studying with us. And our We also have a school which is a CBSE and have a lot of students there as well. And our speciality is to take the students, average students, and make them to gain 100%. This is our most important point, because we are all from the educational background, working as a lecturers and principals before. So we made it a point to take the average students and bring them to the distinction level. Thank you so much.
I'm Professor Shruti Joshi and I come from Pune. I represent Maharshi Karve's Tri Shikshan Sanstha, one of the pioneering institutions in the field of women's education. Today I represent Dr. B.N. College of Architecture. I am an architect and I belong to the architecture field. The greatness of our institution is that today the women are able to stand in front of the world, represent our nation, is because of the efforts which were taken in 1896 when our institution first began and women were educated. It started with emancipation of women, and most important thing is it covers every sector of education, and emancipation and empowerment of women through education is our goal. And we at BNCA strive for it. Thank you.
A very good evening to one and all. I'm Dr. Sam Paul, Director of Kripanidhi College of Physiotherapy. We are the first physiotherapy college to have started in Bangalore, and we have been in clinical and offering free services of physiotherapy across the state in different capacity. And I'm also proud that I'm the first physiotherapist passed out from Bangalore. Thank you so much.
Vanakkam, I'm Dr. Ritik Balaji, Director of Remo Group of Institution. Ours is the first aviation college in India, started for aviation degree, especially in the field of aeronautical divisions. So presently, out of 60 to 70% of the airport staffs are being filled by Remo International College. Thank you.
Okay, so as we all have got introduced, so the first thing is I want to know that since you know the kind of situation has come now, the kind of, the catch-22 situation we are in. So tell me, what should we do to come out of this? How to, come out of this kind of situation when the people know that there may be another lockdown. People know that, oh my God, I had planned that may collapse. People know that what we had, was supposed to get, will not be able to get it. So how to deal with this kind, from the students to the whichever kind of people you train? What will you do so that the people will feel more comfortable? They will feel more energetic, and they will be able to say to themselves, they will be able to communicate with themselves in a very good way. Yes, ma'am. Anybody?
I think first we have to understand that life is larger than anything, and I think pandemics has just shown us that.
Okay.
So we need to have a resilience developed in our students, make them feel comeback, and understand the social and the emotional values. And whatever field of education we may all be in, we cannot look at our students as a factory product. We look at them as live human beings with emotions and feelings, and show an empathy. I think that will be the first step to start coming out, because it will start healing the wounds that many have faced. And then, of course, each one of our professions, we have our own agendas, we can take it ahead. But this, I think, should be the first step.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Good evening. The students, if they are feeling the tensions of the pandemic, or maybe nowadays it's a war tension as well, main thing how to keep calm is by strengthening the mind and living in moments. The present is everything. The future and the past, everything gets erased when such situation comes. So just live in a moment. How to make every moment a joyful and a very, very enriching to ourselves is the main thing. Thank you.
I totally agree with her. I totally agree with you. What you say is like the people are mostly using this side or that side, running away, thinking about what will happen in the future, or they're going to the past. They're thinking about what horrendous thing, what the horrible thing has happened, or what will happen. They don't connect with something which is, the consciousness I'll talk about, what the power they have inside. All of us, we all are great people. The question is that we are not able to hit the resource because we don't know we have a great source inside. So the question is, what should be done? to, to let the people know that you have the power inside. If you know how to utilize it, let the corona should come. We will hug the corona. We'll say, come on, baby, come on. I love you. Yes.
So it's something that we have to educate the parents. See, parents, of course, when it comes to the school, they always put within the brackets, oh, if my child goes to school, my child will get corona. Not only the child, the entire family is going to get affected. But they don't know that they take their kids for the function, they take them for the tourist spot, everywhere. So they have to be given a proper education that, just imagine our country, we had great leaders like Rani Lakshmibai, where she took her child with her to the war field to know what the war field is. Today, every mother should teach the child to go to school in a very bold manner, face the world, where the child can really learn the true world around him. So I think this is the way we have to educate the parents. Once the parents are educated, of course, the children are really feeling happy to come to school and take school life.
Okay. So, since I have started with the saying that the top thing is this, there's the brain, then under the brain we have these two eyes, which nobody will be able to give. If any 100 crores, 200 crore, 1,000 crore will be given. So nobody is ready to give this two eyes. So tell me that how to utilize these senses. We have the senses, that's the most important thing, eye, ears, tongue, the skin, the nose. So tell me that what should we do so that we are able to motivate the student by saying that we all have the godly power inside. And if you utilize it in the right way, if your senses, then you will be able to hit the kind of button. That button, once hit, will take you to the level which you cannot explain right now.
Education is the backbone of any country's growth. Luckily, India is having the largest English-speaking engineers.
Yes.
So people think education is to get job. That is not correct. Actually, the motto of our college is, we are not job seekers, we are job creators.
Right.
So students should not be made to think that education is just passing out of getting degree. It is to learn, to explore new ideas and experiment them in the college to find out new inventions that will be finally useful for the society. So this kind of information or advertisement should be given to the parents as well as students.
How will you define education in one line?
Education is future.
Education is future. Yes, sir. How will you define education in your term? Yeah. No definition is correct. No definition is good or bad. Definition is simply definition. We all are human. We have different perceptions. We take different action. We have different procedures. So no answer is correct, right, or no answer is wrong. I want you to be more creative.
Education, it should teach what is life.
We should teach what is life.
What is life?
Okay. And tell me one thing, that these people, they are sitting, how to make them more and more alive, how to make them dance and sing, how will you talk to them so they will start saying, wow, this guy is amazing, this guy is superb, he's really educated guy, I love this guy.
So education can be learned anywhere, sir. That is the main thing. So it is not given only on the schools or college. Wherever we have education.
Okay.
So in case if it is a stage, if we are walking to the stage, here we are learning something.
Okay. So tell me one thing, that whether improvement is only essential or we have to change the game. Improvement itself is enough, or we got to change the game of the life. No, this is not this. We got to do something more.
I think change is very important.
Change is very important.
The reason is the pandemic has taught us the change in life. I would say many had negative points about pandemic, but pandemic has taught us to live a different life.
So you have accepted it graciously or grudgingly?
Absolutely, we have to take the life as it goes.
Give a big hand for him.
So we cannot live in negative things that's coming.
Yeah.
Changing the negative into positive and living and looking at the future in the right way is very, very important to transform one's life.
Absolutely. And when you say negative thing is coming, so I just want to know, it's for my satisfaction. The things which is coming is negative, or the way we can perceive it is negative?
We perceive it is important. Anything that comes, we can change it to be positive. But when we hear a lot of news and people got scared, and a lot of people were worried about, because of fear, people were scared.
Wow, that's great. Yeah,
So-
see, this is what I want you to be, connect with us so that you will be able to get the energy. I'm very happy the way he's
So
responding.
more we see
Yeah.
the media and things coming out, the fear sets in, the phobia sets in, and
Yeah.
the entire transformation changes in a different way.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, ma'am, you tell me one thing. What will happen after the pandemic gets over, according to you? Give your own response. Forget about the world. Your own way. Like, how will you approach your students, like in a new way, that they will feel more comfortable and they will feel like connecting with you?
The very first thing that I would say is that,
Take the mic.
yeah, the very first thing that I would say is life never stops. And
Okay.
it continues to evolve. And when we have to approach our students, it is making them aware that everybody has gone through some situation or the other at some point of time, and that we have to find the best of every situation and learn to tackle it. So it's a participatory process where we are there along with the students at their every step in the hand-holding.
Okay. And when you say about life should not stop, so can you tell me more about, like, can you enlighten me with the things? Like when you say life does not stop, so how will you say about the life? What will you say about the life, L-I-F-E, life?
I think the very fact that you are alive, it's a miracle.
Okay.
So there can be nothing more greater and better than this. If we have this as the underlying understanding of our education, we teach them to dream, to visualize, to think, I think it would be a most wonderful life.
Yes. And recently what happened actually, when I was training people, and one of the guy from East Coast, actually, he said, I am depressed. I said, how do you do that? He said, what do you mean? I said, you must have worked very hard, because I don't know how to get depressed. So teach me. Teach me how to get depressed. I don't know how to get depressed. So he said, what do you mean? I said, you'll be doing something physically or mentally, which I don't know how to do. Really, I'm absolutely novice. I'm naive in this, so please teach me. And then he started opening himself. He started saying, I use my shoulder like this. I use my voice like this. This is the way I talk to myself. And then I said, you are expert in creating. So I am a life transforming coach. And I will say from today, I have to learn from you how to get depressed. And the guy was totally out of depression, because I associated with him, and then I made him understood that, hey, it's not depression that comes to you. You go to depression, you hug it. You hug Corona. Corona is nowhere. If you are mentally strong, am I right or not? Tell me. If you are mentally strong, emotionally superb, Corona will come. You will experience Corona, and you will say, I experienced Corona. Corona is superb. It's good. It's not bad. When I get scared before it comes, then it comes very heavily on me. Yes or no?
Yes.
Excuse me? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, see? Corona. Okay? Yes, ma'am. So my next question is that since we are, in the middle of, I think, Omicron, I said, and that's the reason I have this. People were asking me to move. I said, no, I'm a coach. I will not do that. So I have taken it down. So tell me one thing, that what one steps should be taken, because when I was checking yesterday, we have only 2 minutes time, because then the function. I was checking yesterday that 3 out of 300, the IIT name was not there in the best of the best college. What should we do so that we should get very closer to the topmost institution in the world? Schools or colleges? We have only 2 minutes time.
To get into the topmost institutions, the students has to have one kind of set study, which is just not as book smart. They should be street smarts, and also emotionally and education wise both qualified and able to handle any situation. That is very important. And education is just not in the college. Education or a knowledge can be gained anywhere, and perception of everything is very important. However you perceive and whatever you put in the subconscious level, that is what a personality becomes.
Now we have only 30 seconds left, because we are going to start the function. We start a bit late. It's 30 seconds left. So tell me, all of you give one line suggestion about what should be done so that people in place of getting scared, they should take it very lightly.
When life is very uncertain, every moment just to be in the present state and keep experiencing it rather than thinking about it. That's what it gives us strength. Thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
I think every child and every parent must develop a self-regulatory system. This is very important for us to get inside our life in a very positive and more, innovative things are coming up. So we'll have to push ourselves and go. So for it, self-regulatory system has to be inbuilt within them.
After this pandemic, I would suggest the teacher should have more interaction with students and
Absolutely.
psychological motivation.
Yes.
That will help a lot to come up from this situation.
Absolutely, I totally agree with you.
I would say forget the bitter past. Let's start living the present.
Okay,
And we should know how to handle the failure. That's the most important thing, I feel.
absolutely. Okay.
Yeah,
10 seconds
I
each.
think it's the perception that we all carry. Have the bright side of the perception. Instead of a horse dragging you, you are riding a horse. If you change it to that, everything would be fine.
Fear not, face life as it comes.
Okay.
Wait for tomorrow, it will definitely come.
Yeah, that's very good. Okay, so thank you so much for wonderful discussion. You all have given your best and it was wonderful. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.